Right. Oh, Jesus! So we're back here at the SVO. Went and got some gas. The fuel gauge is completely sacked out, so I don't know if the fuel gauge just doesn't work or if there's just no gas in it. So I'll try to put some gas in and see if this thing will start. I've been told it's been sitting since 2012. Whether or not it's ran since then, I'm not entirely sure. I initially wanted to part it out, sold the headlights, and then somebody's interested in coming to get it. So hopefully that pans out, but well, if not, still an adventure anyways. Tried pushing the clutch in, and she went smooth to the floor. So, as you can see, no gas. So, I am gonna throw some fuel in there, see what happens. Alright. I put some gas in there, and let's see if the fuel gauge moves at all now. I'm gonna go with no. Alright. These bastards hooked up here. Alright. Alright. Round two. Well, better let her charge for a minute. Now, it's hard for me to tell if the fuel pump's kicking on. I don't hear it, but then again, got this big fucking noisy thing in the way. I don't even know where to begin to look for the fuse panel. There's some bullshit under there. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna let her charge for a few, and I'll be back. So while that battery, that's just fucking terrible 8-year-old battery, well, that's doing a bit of charging. I gotta add some oil to this. Oh boy. Checked the oil and she was just barely reading on the stick. So, well, that ain't gonna fucking work. So, only the finest premium holiday motor oil here. Only the finest. Well, it'll be better than just not having oil. Also, let's see if I can spill this all over everything. Yep. I know basically nothing about these cars. I mean, I know a little bit about the 2.3s in general. I don't know if this shares a lot with the naturally aspirated 2.3s or not. I don't know. I know it's kind of a neat little car, but due to the fact that I can't get the title for it, it's kind of limited for what I can get for it. And being a Minnesota vehicle, I mean, you got you got body filler down here, you got fucking, you know, the usual body rot that would come with something that's been from Minnesota its whole life. I would assume this one is, I mean, just based on the shape of it, but yeah, overall it's not too bad. These Mustangs, I've been told, are getting harder to find. I'm not a big Ford fan in general. I understand these have their place in history, but it's just not, it's not super interesting to me. If it was a V8 car, you know, I might be a little bit more excited about it, but I figure someone else will enjoy it more than me. But for the time being, we'll let this battery charge up and see if we can't get her started. I don't know if you can tell, but it is currently October 14th, and it's fucking snowing. That's awesome. I'm a big fan of that. Alright, so I revved the ever-living shit out of this truck to get the battery to charge a little bit. We will see what happens. One thing that's kind of concerning is I don't hear the fuel pump turn on, like I said, but it's kind of hard with that fucking annoying ass buzzer going. Piston slap central over there coming from that 5.3. We'll see what happens. Oh! Holy Hanna-Barbarana. Wow! Oh. Oh boy. The fucking throttle is very stiff. Let's try that again. Well, she started. Must have liked that gas. Come on, you old derelict fucking thing. It's probably just got terrible fucking everything going through it. Now, no, that's not stuck. The throttle is super hard to press inside the car. She's a little smoky. Got oil pressure. It is running just horribly. That's just to the wood. I don't foresee this thing driving itself up onto the trailer. I don't see it. I'm gonna bet that there's probably a fucking rat's nest in here. Because it's like it's fucking starving for air. Let me try to find something to pry that fucking thing open with. Well, in accordance with all the fucking mouse piss and shit everywhere, I can't get that thing off. I didn't bring any tools out here, unfortunately. Part of me wants to try to start it again. Maybe let it run for a minute, but I really don't want it to run like shit like that. Especially if there's something in the airbox, I don't really want it to suck in there through the motor. Come on. Unfortunately, it doesn't idle, so I can't get a good shot of the rear end when it's running. It's hard for me to tell if that is steam or smoke. I feel like right away it was smoke. I'm thinking that's looking like steam. Alright, let off the gas. She not happy. I'm sure there's a bunch of shit in that air box. I'll have to just shut her down for the day. Well, it does run anyways. We'll pick back up on this sometime next week.